Hello, we are Team Vintage, and I will introduce the team. Our team leader is Akarna Tiraka, and our team members are Ashan Induvara, Netpidak Nayaka, and Ruandi Dharanpala. Welcome to our webpage on tourism. As you can see, there's a beautiful picture the users can see as soon as they enter our page. And likewise, and when they scroll through, they can explore Sri Lanka using this map. As you can see, there are so many places that are very, very popular among all the tourists that come to Sri Lanka, like Galle Fort, and then the Bentota, and then Minaria, then Alla, Ruangadisaya, Sigiriya, and Arugambe, and likewise. So when the user clicks on this relevant relevant a photo icon, then the goal for which is the relevant place will be displayed. And currently, in default mode, we have displayed goal for. And then they can uncover the magical experiences awaiting in Sri Lanka for them. When they click on each of these icons, they will be directed to a relevant page. And here, they can see what are the live news in Sri Lanka that is awaiting that they may be attending to them. Okay, now let's move on to the next page. Okay, now let's move on to the next page. So this is Explore Sri Lanka. As you can see, when they come to this page, they can see more details regarding exploring Sri Lanka, and they can see many relevant places regarding this. Okay, now let's move on to the next page. This page will display all the upcoming events of Sri Lanka. As you can see, there's Sri Lanka's largest annual book fair that is coming on September. And then there are other events such as this biggest Sri Lankan cricket event. And then the next year we will have a Sinhala and Tamil New Year. And in November to April there is whale watching and likewise. And then moving on, we'll see what are the things to do in Sri Lanka. So as you can see, there are top things to do, which might be visiting ancient temples and sacred sites, and then experiencing the traditional festivals. These are all cultural related things. And then they can explore the cities like Colombo, Kandy, Mirsa, Anuradhapura, and likewise. So as for other things to do, they can do some wildlife exploration and then spend some time in the beach and coastal areas and have some adventure while doing sports, and some wellness and relaxation too. Okay, now let's move on to the next page. So this is the page for planning the trip in Sri Lanka. So there might be different parts, whether like it's like for them to know about Sri Lanka and then the weather and time zone, and then practical information about Sri Lanka, getting around Sri Lanka, and then the visa and passport details. When it comes to about Sri Lanka, there is a brief description on what is Sri Lanka about and why it's popular among a lot of tourists and why it's the it's a pearl of the Indian Ocean and likewise. And as for the weather and time zone, there are details regarding those stuff, and then some practical information that the tourists might need. And then about getting around Sri Lanka, these will be directed to the relevant links, and then some details regarding the visa and passport process, which I will be explaining a little bit later. I click on so this part is regarding the visa and passport process. And if you click on this apply now part, then you can see the information on e-visa, and there are so many relevant details that are regarding who can apply, and then the visa exemptions, how to apply for Sri Lankan e-visa, and the Sri Lankan e-visa fees, and the document checklist and likewise, and documents to be carried at the airport and likewise. So these details can be known here. And as for login, so using this portal, they can enter their email address and the password and log into the system if they have uh, logged already signed up for the process and they have their credentials so they can log in. Then they will be directed to this page where the eligibility criteria will be displayed and they have to enter all those relevant details. And after entering these details, then uh, they can click on this next, where they can enter all of those document details. And after that, all the passport details can be entered. And after that, the contact details. And likewise. And after that, the additional details that are relevant will be displayed here. And then after that, they can save and continue. So after that, the application summary will be displayed like this. So after doing this whole part, then they can continue for the payment, and for that, they will be directed to another payment gateway. So that is the basic flow of the visa process that we have entered here. Thank you very much for listening to my presentation. Thank you.